Okay, so I hate suits, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons that I'm disgusted with people lately. I have been very disgusted with people lately. Everybody knows that. Everybody has, or a bunch of people, or some people have seen some of my videos, my Facebook posts, and they're realizing, okay, Greg just really has a big problem with interacting with people lately, and I apologize to anyone who finds that way too negative to be around, and I can't really do anything about it. We all go through phases, and this is probably one of those phases that I'm going through. And we all go through phases. And but suits are really killing me about people. It's like I just can't get over everything that's tied to suits. Everybody seems to want me to wear suits to these formal occasions and formal events and all that. I'm really tired of it. I don't think anybody should force me to wear any slacks or a white shirt or anything. And I'm very tired of it. Everyone should stop asking me. It's like I can really on one in about 5 seconds, about 10 different people who have asked me to come to events um, told me that I should wear a suit, or I should dress up. I'm just like so tired of that, but particularly with those who want me to wear a suit. I'm talking about like the whole nine. I'm talking about the blazer, the slacks, the shoes, all of that. I'm totally tired of it. And the tie. Oh my God, the tie. Um, you know, some people feel like suits are the only proper things to wear to formal events. I can't get with that. I cannot get with that. If it's such a formal event that I need to compromise my individuality, then I don't want to be part of it. And I think that I think that what I'm how I feel is justified. I think that suits are really really good ways for people to put up fronts. Um, like okay, so there are like three reasons that I hate suits. Okay, so like I'll start off with I guess the least favorable reason. Okay, so the first, I guess number three, we'll count down. So number three, um, suits are ugly. I said it. Okay, maybe they're ugly to me. Maybe I just don't get them, and maybe I just don't. I don't suit the suits well. I don't know if that's a cool expression to make, but I think that they're ugly. I think they're too square. I think they suck the room dry of any of its color. I don't care what color the suit is. It can be a bright red suit. It's still so square, so blocky that I can't get with it. I can't get the stiff ties, and I can't get the button ups and all that. I cannot begin to understand that. I think the second reason is that uh wearing a suit reminds me of it makes me think that I'm starring in a Cary Grant movie, or I'm operating an IBM 370. It's like I feel like I'm too old fashioned. I'm way too stuck in the past when I'm wearing a suit. While I'm wearing a suit, I don't think that's how a person should feel. I don't particularly like that. That's not what I like. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. I don't think that we've come so far, um, and that we should start living in the past for the sake of uh, of of tradition. I'm tired of that, especially when what we're valuing in terms of tradition is superficial. And fashion is totally superficial. It's a really good way to distract everyone from what actually matters. Fashion is terrible. I mean, I had one guy tell me that uh, little kids will respect you strictly based on the suit. And I can't lie to myself. I can't say that uh, kids aren't easily influenced by what they see, because I was a little kid and I definitely was, influenced by what I saw around me. But the second I saw that, somebody had a, and I don't know if other little kids shared this with me, but the second I saw that somebody had control of a situation, is the second that I would respect the person, and I wouldn't really pay attention to whatever they were wearing, you know. And you know what? In my experience with with teaching any small kids or anything like that, um, I've noticed that they also have a tendency to respect the person rather than the suit. You know, um, in a lot of cases, you can dress informally around. You can dress casually around a young kid or group of young kids, and they won't really and there will be someone right next to you who has a suit on, but they won't really respect the guy with the suit because the guy with the suit isn't really conversing with them. um they may be conversing with them as much as you are, but they aren't showing that they know what they're doing. And I think that students, small students at least, confide in those who seem like they know what they're doing. And I don't think that that is totally. I don't think that that mentality is predicated on uh, what's visual. I think that it's what's said. It's content. It's doing. Whatever you do that exudes um a solid competence will gain the respect of whoever you're trying to lead. And I think that certainly is something we can see with little kids. So I think that that guy was off, at least based on my personal experience. But the final, um, probably the final reason that I hate suits or wearing suits is that it puts me in the same category of those who feel that they have to prove themselves. Okay, usually I find that those who are wearing suits are really have nothing going for themselves. They have absolutely no reason to feel superior to everyone else. They're just wearing the tie. They're just wearing the shoes. And you know what? It pisses me off when people are actually falling into that. They're playing into their game. It's like that's probably the worst part about it. Is when you have someone who's wearing a suit who clearly feels that they need to prove something, but has nothing going for themselves, but they're being respected by the people around them. I just cannot get over that. I absolutely hate that. Um, and that's definitely attached to the final reason that I hate suits. It's the fact that people feel that they have to prove themselves, but they have nothing to back up their aspiration, um, and it's that tied to the people who fall right into their trap. Cannot get over that. And you find that a lot at a lot of functions, at a lot of these stupid conferences and all that. I've only been to like two different ones, two, three different conferences. I haven't been to many. But from I have been to other functions and all that. I have been to different things that called for my wearing a suit, and I have to tell you that I did not enjoy that aspect of it. I feel that in a lot of cases, in many of those cases, those functions turned into fashion shows. They turned into big fashion shows. The the issues at hand were totally lost in and what appeared to be like a short-lived gossip. um you can, and a lot of it wasn't even verbal. It was like, you would walk up to people, and they would be looking at somebody else, and you can tell that they weren't favoring that person simply because of what the person was wearing, rather than whatever the person had to bring to the table. And that, to me, is a problem. I think that um suits inspire that sort of behavior. It's like, I think that suits have been stigmatized so well in that regard, that it's to a point where suits are directly associated with superiority, and people get lost in that superiority. And I simply cannot get with that. I cannot identify with that. um you know uh I don't know if it's my age, or if it's the people that I'm around. Maybe I'm just conversing with the wrong people. Maybe I'm attracting the wrong people, and this is why I have this problem. But I simply cannot get over any of these reasons. Not at this point, at least. And this is following me. This is definitely following me. I hate it when I'm asked to come to something, and I'm told that I have to dress up. I am totally tired of that. Like, I'm very tired of it. I cannot stress it enough. I am so tired of it. And it's nothing personal to the people who have asked me to come to their events. Continue to ask me, but I am not a fan of dressing up. Um, I just cannot get with it, and I don't I don't know how to express it any more strongly than that. Any stronger than that. I don't know how to express it in any other way, but I am definitely tired of it. I don't think that anybody should be taken out of their comfort zone that much. I think that you can be appropriate and you can seem competent without, you can be clean and all that. You can look clean, but you don't have to wear, the common. You don't have to dress up like everyone else. It's just, there is so much uniformity in wearing a suit that I cannot get over it, and I cannot like it. And people just don't seem to understand that. And when they do, I think that people will like me a lot more. But and again, keep inviting me to functions and all that. That's cool. I appreciate it. But don't ask me to wear a suit. I'm probably not. You know what? I'm just gonna tell everyone right now. If you tell me that I have to wear a suit, if you tell me that it's a dress up occasion, or something, it's dressing, something dressy, I am 99.9% sure that I am not gonna go unless I'm getting something out of it, something that's like, um, something that's valuable out of the experience. So, like, let's say that I'm, at the event. There are going to be like lots of companies, throwing interviews and searching for people. I am at the age where I'm supposed to be setting up the foundation for my future. So I do try to take advantage of things like that. But if I'm not getting anything out of it, I'm if I'm not getting anything out of it, that's you know it's other than recreational, then I'm probably not going to go. There's a big chance that I'm not going to go. There's a very small chance that I am going to go. So that's just like a heads up to everyone. I don't like suits. I don't like any of that. So keep that in mind. Thanks for listening, guys. Haven't been making videos consistently, but I am making videos, and I am definitely happy about that, because I get to express everything, and I get to see the reflection of my thoughts in everyone else who decides to watch my long rants. So keep up the comment work, and thanks for watching. Have a good night.